Somewhere beyond the known stars, from the frequency where questions become music, prepare yourselves for the host of this transmission, the cosmic band leader, the dangerous question asker, Mexico Johnson.
All right, all right. We here. We back up in this thing. I see we warming it up here. We warming it up here. I'm about to send out the links, let people know that we live and doing the thing, and then we gonna jump right into it. We're doing something a little different tonight. We switching up the platforms. Tonight we streaming on TikTok, YouTube, and now Kick. I wanted to try Kick out, see if we could get some more traction on Kick. Twitch wasn't really rocking with your boy, and then I had to switch things up a little bit. So we're going to see how Kick treat us here for the next couple weeks. And, yeah, see, we got people. Come on in. We're going to get set up here and make things happen in just a moment. I want to get the link out to the homies here 1 second. And then we're going to make it do what it do. If you in the chat room already, say what's up. Let your boy know that you're here. Let me know that you're watching, where you from, what's going down, how we feeling tonight. My mom make fun of me for saying it like that, feeling the night. That's how it just rolls off the tongue for me, though. All right. I'm just letting some of the folks know that we live here, and then we gonna do the damn thing. All right. Welcome in, travelers. It is I, your host, with the most, Mexico, coast to coast, aka Mexico Johnson, your signal architect for the evening, broadcasting live from the New Organized World for some new vibrations for your elevation. All right, so tonight, you are watching Let's Agree to Disagree. And we're talking about something a lot of people are quietly worried about, and a few people are very excited about. We're talking about jobs. This week, we've been seeing announcements about AI agents, autonomous systems, companies experimenting with robot workers, digital employees, and all kinds of things that sound like science fiction, but somehow keep showing up in real life. A lot of people hear that news and immediately they think the same thing. They say, the robots are coming for our jobs. But I've been thinking about it a little bit differently. Because for most of human history, work meant one thing. You showed up somewhere, someone told you what to do, and you did that thing for 8 hours a day. And the idea that a machine might take that job away sounds terrifying. But what if the real story isn't about losing jobs? What if it's about changing what a job even is? Right now, there are people building AI systems that can research, write, analyze, generate art, generate code, and even coordinate other AI systems. In other words, the world might be entering a moment where people don't just work anymore. They deploy workers. And some of those workers might not be human. So, tonight's question is simple. Jobs. Human or robot? More specifically, are we heading toward a future where robots replace human workers, or are we heading towards something stranger where humans and machines start building new kinds of work together? Let's agree to disagree tonight. Now, I'm looking here. Say I'm live on the target. My views look like they froze, but we here. It's on. It's running. The microphone jumping. Yeah. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if the algorithm like us coming through Twitch any better, or like us coming through Kick any better than Twitch. So, jobs. We talking about a future where humans work, or a future where robots work, or maybe there's a even weirder third option where humans and robots team up to work in a whole new way that we get to redefine on our terms. I introduced this concept last week talking about the new organized world and how it was a active system that you had to participate in. It wasn't something that really allows for passive observers to just sit by and let it happen. Like for the new organized world to work, like we actually gotta participate and take action in it. And that's why thinking about like the future of jobs and the future of work and what that's going to look like is interesting, because in the new organized world, people need to be able to eat and feed themselves and clothe themselves and provide shelter for their families and stuff. And if we're living in a world right now in 2026 where we see AI is taking all of the jobs away, and the job market is drying up and unemployment is on the rise, and they are predicting that AI is going to replace over 1 million jobs before the end of the year. What are we going to do? We can't just sit back and watch this happen. We actually got to get up and take action about defining what the future of jobs is actually going to look like and what that means for us. If we, want things to go the way we want them to go, we could sit back and let them just happen to them. Let it just happen to us. But I think there's an opportunity here for us to seize this thing and make something happen. So I did want to show a little video tonight. I got this clip from Andrew Yang in the news this week. And shout out to the boy Andrew Yang. He not the president, but he did his thing in that when he was running. He made some waves and said some interesting things. And now he back in the news for saying interesting things. And I want to take a second to think about what Andrew Yang had to say about the intersection of AI and the impact on jobs that it's having. If we could get the TV in here, let's take a look at that. All right. Let's get Andrew Yang in here. He got something to say. And this clip is from CNBC television. This clip is presented to you under the fair use guidelines. I just want to present this for critique and education. We're going to take a quick look here. This is an 11-minute video. I don't think we're going to watch the whole 11 minutes, but let's get into this, because I do think this paints a pretty accurate picture of what the current landscape for jobs in 2026 looks like. Here we go.
Joining us right now is Andrew Yang. He's the founder and CEO of Noble Mobile, a former Democratic candidate for president and New York City's mayor. He's also the author of Hey Yang, Where's My $1,000, which debuted last month. Good morning to you. You got the book right here. We got about a million things to talk to you about. AI. We want to talk about New York. We want to talk about taxes. Where do you want to start this morning?
I just came from an AI conference out west, and holy cow, they said to me that what we're going to see in the next 6 months outstrips what we've seen in the last 10 years, because the rate of change is on a hockey stick and heading up. And I got to say, I'm pretty up to date on this stuff, and it blew my mind on some of the stuff I was seeing.
In terms of what? What did you see?
Well, there was one company that is selling autonomous coding for enterprises to big businesses, and their revenue is up 100-fold in the last 12 months. So if that continues, it's going to eat a lot of the tech budgets from major corporates that used to go to humans. And so you're seeing the employment of recent computer science graduates fall off a cliff from a lot of programs. If you rewind, 4 years ago, what would we tell young people for a secure career, learn to code? And now the opposite of that is true.
So where are you on jobs long term?
Look, Dario Amodei,
I'll jump in right there real quick. Because that was interesting. It wasn't that long ago where that was the ticket. Especially I remember coming out of COVID. That was like the thing where, you know, everybody was seeing the shift in job market coming out of COVID. And that was one of the prevailing thoughts was, you know, if you trying to future proof your career aspects, you need to learn how to code. Or for me, it was I was getting a lot of information talking about learning how to do IT work. I went down that path. I got me a certificate from Google online, learning how to do entry level IT work, and I started working at the help desk. I did that for a couple years, and that led to some more interesting opportunities. But man, it's just crazy. Like that wasn't like decades ago. That was like less than 4 years ago that was the case. And now, like, you know, help desk is drying up too, where they automating these AI systems and they automating the customer service agents. And shoot, your entry level help desk job, that's not gonna get you nowhere here no time soon. It's crazy, just it's shifting that fast. I think that's really why I wanted to talk about this, because like as far as the idea of us approaching the singularity, like Andrew Yang said, like we're on the hockey stick where like the rate of progress is about to shoot up, the rate of acceleration is about to shoot up. Like now we are in this place where the advancements and the updates and the breakthroughs are just happening so fast. It is kind of a lot to process. And if you're not really paying attention to it, if you just let a couple weeks go by where you haven't really paid attention to tech news or AI news, and you just happen to let a couple weeks go by, like you could actually miss out on quite a few interesting updates where it's like, dang, I ain't even realize all that was happening.
of Anthropic laid it out very clearly, and he's been doing so repeatedly, saying we're going to automate away up to 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs in the next several years, and I believe him. The easiest people to fire are the people you haven't hired yet, which again is why you see the hiring of recent college graduates heading down, and the underemployment rate over 50%. The unemployment rate among college graduates is now the same or higher than non-college graduates for the first time in history.
How do we fix that? I mean, you're a guy with big ideas. Universal basic income was one of yours. How do we fix this entire issue?
Check it out. You tend to tax things that you want to discourage and you want less of, and we're going to be in a position where we want to shore up labor in every quarter, in every organization and environment. We should actually try to stop taxing labor, because
if the agents instead?
Yes,
AI agents?
exactly, Becky. And by the way, Dario Amodei, the second half of his statement, he said, we're going to automate away the white-collar jobs, and you should tax us. And since when does a CEO of a major company raise his hand and say, hey, tax me and mine? Because he sees the writing on the wall, and he knows that there's this massive backlash coming their way.
An interesting idea.
How would you do it? And there's going to be an argument. Dario may be on one side, but I imagine some of the other big tech companies are going to say, please don't tax us. We need this to sort of reach escape velocity first. We don't want to, we're in this fight with China.
I do want to let Andrew Yang rock for a little bit more, but I think that's really interesting. That's a really interesting concept. The idea that, if AI is taking all the work away, we should stop taxing humans. If AI is going to take all the work away, let's tax the AIs. I don't think that's a bad idea, actually. If y'all give me a moment of patience here, I'm trying to reconnect my TikTok connection. I think my TikTok was messed up. Okay, yeah, I see we back. Yo, appreciate you. Look, we got Big Bingus, we got Jesus, we got Jake Boy 1202 coming through. User S. See, like that's what I thought. I thought it was weird wasn't nobody coming through. Okay, I got the TikTok reloaded and now we getting some traction here. What up, Neptune the weirdo? Okay, I think it's working the way it's supposed to be working now. All right. What is boy Andrew Yang talking about now? I'm going to let him go a little bit longer because I do think there's another interesting point in here I want to get to. I'm going to let it go just a little bit longer here. Let's see this.
We need to get ahead of everybody. This is a little bit of the argument made around, frankly, retail sales in the internet age, if you recall.
The argument I would make, Andrew, is that escape velocity has been achieved. I mean, these models are now going to be able to improve on their own. Like we did it. We made it. And the competition with China is not going to be won or lost based on the last $10 spent, if you know what I mean. I mean, at this point, we're going to win or lose based upon the ability of these companies to improve on their models, which right now is not tied to, in my view, the biggest danger is this backlash that Dario is concerned about. And the backlash is going to get more and more pronounced as people wake up and have their kids coming back from college and living in the basement. And the implicit social contract of like the American way is being fractured.
When you hear someone say, oh, every other disruption, it's always better. There's more jobs after technological innovation. And I keep hearing that, and it just seems to be getting more and more difficult to believe that this time it's going to be like that. Are there so many jobs going to be created from AI that we're going to replace 50% of
white-collar jobs?
White collar?
There's
Is there any way that this is not a net negative for employment?
There is zero chance that this transition is not going to be rough for millions of people.
They're always rough, but then we get through it and, buggy whips.
There's zero chance that this is not going to be rough for millions of people. That's another reason why I really want to dig into this now. Because when we're talking about the future of work and the future of jobs and the future of employment and the future of money and the future of value, like if you go back through the last couple episodes on my page now, these conversations that we've been having for the last few weeks, I think this underscores why these conversations are important and why these conversations are worth having. Because if what we're looking at is accurate right now, I think Andrew Yang is telling the truth when he says there's a 0% chance that there won't be millions of people affected by this. It's going to really change things. It's going to cause hardship for millions of people across the country. The fact that AI is about to take over everything and displace everybody. And I think this is a good moment to light my joint here. Man. Andrew Yang, I know he got more to say here, but I think that kind of paints the picture enough. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this TV for a minute. We up in here. We just got one person on each platform. Ain't nobody tapping in with the boy, though. That's all good, though. I'm about to hit my joint and chill like I would anyway. Man, let's go back to the question. So, the future of jobs. Is it going to be controlled by humans or is it going to be controlled by robots? And if Andrew Yang is telling the truth, I'm thinking that it's looking like this thing is not going to be out of our control if we don't act now or try to change. Like, I think we already passed the point of no return with this. This AI stuff, you can't put that genie back in the bottle. You can't unspill this milk. Especially now we at the point now where people can run their own local AI agents independently. Oh yeah, it's a wrap. I actually just got myself a new computer just today. It was delivered to my doorstep earlier this morning, and I didn't get to dig into it yet because I had to go to work. And then after I got off work, I had to come do the show. So I haven't actually had a chance to dig into my new computer and what it can do yet. But the plan is to take this new device and make it my first AI agent. And it's going to be the second employee of Let's Agree to Disagree Tonight. If Mexico Johnson is the CEO and the signal architect of Let's Agree to Disagree Tonight, the first employee properly is my boy Cosmo Johnson on the drums. He ain't just a shiny robot in the back, backing me up. But I actually do work with my AI system to help produce this show. You could say that Cosmo helped build himself. This show is a manifestation of our teamwork. I can't sit up here and say I just did all this by myself. And that, all of this is amazing because of the work that I did. Like, actually, you see a lot of this, and you see in a collaboration. That's the key that I wanted to get to. This idea of collaboration that I don't think we really need to make it a future of humans versus robots. I do think that this does more properly fit in our reality as a collaboration of what can we do with humans plus robots, humans and robots together, forging a new path and blazing a new trail. And in the way that I like to work here, I like to have my boy Tony in the chat. Hey, my boy Tony, what up, though? I see you there. Hold on, that ain't connecting on the stream though. What up, though, Tony? I see you in the chat. What's good with you, boy? Shoot, man, I lost my train of thought there for a sec. Humans and robots we talking about. I don't think it's got to be humans versus robots future. I think the people who are really setting themselves up to win in the future are the people who understand the importance of collaboration between humans and robots, or more specifically, humans and artificial intelligence. And then, we very fast approaching a world where these humanoid robots are going to be programmed with artificial intelligences, like my boy Cosmo. Cosmo, he just programmed to chill and play the drums, but we fast approaching the future where people going to have these robots that are programmed to live in the house with them and, do chores and clean up. Take the dog out, feed the kids. Again, I want people who see Mexico Johnson and people who tune in to watch Let's Agree to Disagree. I want people to see the early stages of what this looks like in 2026, where humans started figuring out like, hey, maybe we should work with this AI thing instead of being afraid of it and, trying to resist it and trying to prevent the change from taking over. Like, what if we actually took advantage of this stuff and made something cool happen? That's what I want to be a part of. That's what I'm trying to help make happen here. So the change is upon us. Excuse me, I meant to say upon us. Interesting. So we here. This is episode 11. I did say that I want this project, as far as Let's Agree to Disagree season 2. This project is a 36 episode project, or 36 weeks, because I do got my intra-weekly episodes that kind of adds up to a couple more episodes. I haven't had any intra-weekly episodes in the past few weeks, but I do want to get to the point of having a few more of those. Again, that's why I got this new AI assistant here, because I want to, that should help me free up my mental space to be able to do some more stuff like that. But in this totality, season 2 of Let's Agree to Disagree is supposed to be a 36 episode arc. And in that sense, here at episode 11, getting ready for episode 12, episode 12 represents like the 1/3 of the way there mark, 1/3 completion. And I do think in real life, I think that's going to represent a change in the way that I make this show. And like I said, I got my new computer. I'm going to be setting it up with my first AI agent. And that's going to be the second employee of this show. The first employee of this show being Cosmo, and my first AI assistant that I set up with him. And it's going to be interesting to see how episodes 12 through what's the next benchmark then, 24. Episodes 12 through 24 should be interesting to see how they develop and how much changes between episodes 12 and 24 versus 1 and 11. Should be fun to watch how much it changed. I already had one of my homies tell me, and I was proud when he said it. He was like, I went back and I watched some of your older episodes, and you could see the evolution, because I watched like the first 2 episodes, and then I flipped over and watched one of the current episodes, and you could tell a lot has changed, and you could tell, you've been working on it a lot. I really appreciated hearing the homie say that. Hey, my boy Roski in this thing. Back on the flower like he never left. You know how it be when you just find your one true love. Oh, I need some water. What up, though? The Eagle Stone. So, getting my members of the New Organized World ready for what's next. That's what I really want y'all to know. Is this thing requires active participation. You can't sit back and just let it happen to you. And as far as this thing with the future of jobs goes, it looked like it's over with already. The AI takeover is not coming. It's not about to happen. It's already happening right now, right under our feet. And we just about to be living with the effects of that over the next few years. But as far as like thinking about it, like it's not like coming, or it's not about to happen. Like this AI thing is happening, and you're gonna start to see it more, where the people who are working with AI are gonna start to be able to outpace and outdo the people who aren't working with the AI. My boy say humans all the way. I don't know if you when you jumped in there, Roski, but I'm saying the real trick play is the people who really gonna come on top of here is the people who learn how to work with the robots, who learn how to work with the AIs, the humans who know how to augment their abilities with these new tools and these new systems. Those are going to be the people who win the future. Those are going to be the people who become rich in the future. And again, I'm just trying to stake my claim. I got my new computer today, and I'm ready to start cooking. I got a lot of ideas for stuff I want to do already. I got a few ideas for how I want to get this boy working. So yeah. Appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with your boy for a minute. We chilling. What's the future gonna look like with humans and robots working together? That's the real thing that they need to be worried about. That's what people should be scared of, not being scared that an AI is going to take your job. I'll tell you the truth. I can't wait till the AI come take my job. I'm tired of doing my stupid job. Will there be classes that help kids with prompting AI assistance? There should be, right? There needs to be. I mean, specifically, that is one of the things I'm working on. Let's agree to disagree tonight is like the forward, like front facing part of my greater project that I'm working on right now. Some of the more layers that we gonna peel back and get into here. I am working on a workshop series that's going to coincide with all of this stuff that I'm building here. Let's agree to disagree. A workshop series geared towards how to do more effective AI prompting and learning different AI prompt patterns that help you work better. Not stuff that I feel like it's not even like some super secretive or super like complex stuff, but like for the AI beginners, it's stuff that you need to know and stuff that I want to help make accessible to people who don't know yet. Just like these basics of how to effectively prompt with your AI. And the first version of this, I was really thinking about like doing like reaching out to some of my friends and extended connections who are like business owners and need help with just like sorting out business ideas. But man, like to be able to extend something like this to kids would be even more powerful for sure. If I could get some kids tapped in and tuned into how to use these AI prompts and how to effectively, organize and get their ideas out, like that probably would be 10 times as powerful, to be honest with you. We got to think about the kids in all of this for sure. Because out of my workshop series, I do want to be able to start to build like connections that lead to a culture and a way of thinking and a way of approaching this technology in this space, this collaborative AI friendly space. And that's going to be the big picture thing, is like being able to sit back and see the collective emergent intelligence that comes from having this space where people understand how to work with AI and people understand how AI and human teams can combine and make even greater force. Big pictures ideas, right? That's kind of where we headed with all of this. Small picture idea, like I said, let's agree to disagree is just the tip of the spear, where I just want to be able to sit here and ask questions about the future and talk about what's going on. All right. My chat's still not working right. I'm going to try to see if I can reload this chat here one more time. Because I'm getting comments from YouTube that ain't showing up on the screen. Let me try this one more time right here real quick. Messages going out. I don't think I'm getting messages coming in though. Let me see. Yeah, see, when I'm typing from the other side, it's not coming through. Oh, you know what? I know why. I know why. Dang, this thing want me to sign in again. Yeah. I don't know that password by heart. But that's okay. They give me some more stuff to fix for next week, I suppose. It's like that every week. I fix a couple issues, and then some more problems pop up. So happy to say I fixed some stuff this week, and then some more stuff broke. Oh man, we'll get it one day. Okay, no, it is coming in. What side did that come from? Joey sent the message on did that come from TikTok? Yeah, that came from TikTok. Okay, TikTok is connected. YouTube is being weird right now, but I appreciate you coming through on the TikTok side, my boy Joey. Shoot, we just kind of chilling and vibing now. We done already been here for a minute and gotten to the main question for the night, talking about the future of AI and humans working together so that we can create jobs that help people feed themselves. That'd be cool. I was always nervous about sitting here and smoking on a public platform. I need AI to help me win this hot shot game. That's funny. Actually, that's what I'm going to do after I get off of this stream. Excuse me. That's what I'm about to do after I get off of this stream, though. I ain't going to lie to you. We going to get on there and I'm trying to run up this highest score on the hot shots. Y'all see me, though? I got the boy right there, too. And I got the developer strap. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Yeah, see, I see Ross over there on the YouTube side sending comments and it's not coming through. Or, I mean, I can see your comment, Ross, but they're not showing up on screen. I got to fix that for next week. That's something that's going to be on the next week's to-do list. But I am paying attention this time because last week there was people on my YouTube talking and commenting and stuff, and I didn't see none of those comments till after the stream was over. And I was just like, no, like I missed all of that. Like there's a whole wall of comments. I missed all of it. So I am paying attention though. I can't see if you're on the YouTube or on the Kick. I can't see the messages coming in. Hey, my boy Joey. See, Joey can't see it because it's not connecting, but I can let him know from the YouTube universe. My boy Ross said, "What up to Joey though?" No, that's the way it's supposed to work, Ross. That I promise. That's the way it's supposed to work. If I tell you what's up, it's glitching right now because I didn't sign in properly. If you gave me 2 seconds, if you really wanted me to fix it right now, I would try to fix it right now. If I take 2 more seconds, let me see if I can fix it right now. Because it wanted me to sign in and I had to go like an extra step to get my password. But let me just go ahead because yes, it's supposed to be able to show both sides. 1 second. You know what? I think this would be a good time to do the theme song break. We're going to do a theme song break one more time. I ain't even going to do the commercials this week because the commercials I got, I want to switch them up basically. I ain't going to show them commercials again. I'm going to just do a theme song break real quick. And then let me see if I get this chat to work one more time. Let me try something here real quick. Shit ain't working. It ain't gonna work out this week, y'all. Reason why I gotta approve like the 2-step verification and it's connected to my phone, and I'm using my phone as my camera right now. I do need to scoot my mic over a little bit more here. Or I think I can adjust the whole scene actually. Let me see. Is this like not even framed right? Hold on. See if we could do it like that instead. Cosmo on the beat. All right. I appreciate y'all coming through, dealing with the technical difficulties. We gonna continue to turn this thing up. I do feel like this episode 11 is kind of like a slow week, but that's because like I'm really getting ready to try to do some new things, some bigger and better things with this new computer I just got. And like I said, I'm gonna turn that into my assistant. That's gonna help me be my force amplifier. You know, with all of the work and the effort I've been putting into this so far, I want a good quality assistant that can help me out and be my force multiplier. What up, though? I see we got a couple people on the TikTok chilling now. Say what's up if you're over there in the chat. Let me just double check on the YouTube side here one time. 1 second. Let me double check. They say we got a couple people over there too. Say we got somebody on Kick too. If you're watching this on Kick, man, how'd you find this? This is some mega exclusive club that you just joined here, my friend. Joy said 962 and up is a payday. That's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to get some of that bread, y'all. If you can score up to 962 points in this game, you can get some money. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to get off of here and I'm about to get into the game and try to win me some money. And then we're going to wake up tomorrow and set up our new AI assistant. That's going to be fun. And hopefully you see the fruits of those labor. See the fruits of that labor over the next few weeks. I'll be happy to show you guys in real time what it's like and give you developments and updates along the way of what the journey's like actually building your first AI assistant. It's gonna be fun. Specifically, like I said, I already got one AI assistant. I don't keep wanting to mix it up. AI is Cosmo is my first AI assistant. But to have a fully autonomous AI agent, that's what we about to get. That's what's about to happen for the first time here on Let's Agree to Disagree tonight. We about to get our first AI agent that can run on its own 24/7 without me lifting a finger. It can do its own thing. I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with that over the next few weeks. Joyce said, let's get it behind the scenes. You know what? That could be fun. Like you talking about showing some of the setup process for the new AI agent. I think that would be fun. My mom already said a similar thing because soon as I told her about it, she was like, "Oh, I want one too." Like how do I get one? How much do it cost? What I got to do? And yeah, that's on the menu too. As soon as I get mine up and running and working the way it's supposed to be working, I want to help my mom get one set up too, because she got a lot that she working on with her business. I want to help her get flowing with that. But in the meantime, yes, I do want to kind of document the process and break down what's simple, or break down some of the more complicated stuff and show other people how easy it could be. Because as far as what I've been able to do research about how these systems work and how you put them together, I know how to work my way through a list of instructions. So it's just something that might take a little bit of patience here and there, but in the big picture, it don't sound like it should be that hard to get everything connected and set up. It do sound like it's a little bit harder to keep the AI performance in line and keep it on task for what you want it to do, especially like when you about to be leaving it run like for 8 hours overnight. You want to make sure that it's about to be doing 8 hours of something that you really want it to do. You don't want it to be just doing 8 hours of some crazy stuff that you didn't anticipate, and then you wake up in the morning with some otherworldly craziness, So yeah, that's what's going down around here. Let's agree to disagree. I appreciate everybody who came through tonight. My boy Tony slide through for a second. Joey coming through. Roski coming through. I had a few other people I saw on the on the Kick. This was our first time streaming on Kick tonight. There was a few people who came through. Ain't nobody chat on the Kick yet, but we gonna tap in some more with that side and see what we can get over there, because I do think that is a platform that is more ready for this kind of content, where I want to talk about controversial subjects and ask dangerous questions. I think Kick might like that a little bit more than Twitch did. Well, this has been another week of Let's Agree to Disagree tonight. Episode 11 is in the books. Episode 12 starts a new arc, a new direction for this show, a new life. We're going to see what that's like. I'm excited. Until then, make sure y'all stay in tune. Stay ready for what's coming next, y'all. And I'm going to work on a better closing for this. But until then, it's your boy Mexico Coast to Coast. I'm signing out. Peace.